The Lives of the Saints by Father Alban Butler, March 30th, St. Leonard Murialdo. Leonardo Murialdo was the son of the noble and wealthy Turinese Leonardo Murialdo and Teresa Rowe, and was born on October 26, 1828, in Turin, Italy. He received a careful and pious education from his mother, since she was widowed when Leonardo was only 8 years old, and from the Pierist fathers in whose school he had to suffer the persecution of some malevolent companions who saw with bad eyes his virtuous conduct. Convinced that God was calling him to the priesthood, he took very seriously to prepare himself to be a worthy minister of God, until he first obtained the degree of Doctor of Theology, and then to perfect himself in ecclesiastical subjects and in the spiritual life through study trips abroad, especially to the Seminary of St. Sulpice in Paris. At the beginning of his priestly career, he helped his cousin, the theologian Roberto Murialdo, in teaching catechism. "I did not become a priest for rest, but for work," he would say to those who advised him a less burdensome activity. St. John Bosco discovered Leonardo's beautiful qualities and invited him to be also his collaborator in favor of children, which he gladly accepted, not only with his person, but also using his financial resources with generosity for 14 years. Upon returning from one of those study trips, he found himself with the appointment of director of a school for poor children called Los Artesanitos, which apparently he was to perform on a provisional basis, but which really lasted for 34 years, and during which he saw the need to surround himself with other collaborators. His task culminated in the foundation of the religious society of the Josephites. A great cross that weighed long years on the shoulders of Blessed Leonard was the economic administration of the Artesanitos, because there was not enough money, and every day there was the problem of how to find the means to feed them. St. John Bosco and other characters encouraged the theologian Murialdo to lay the foundations of the religious congregation that was needed, that of the Josephites, and he docilely wrote their constitutions, whose motto, it could be said that he left them in this phrase, to do and to be silent. His most notable virtues were zeal for the good of poor children, whom he educated and had educated in a paternal, solid, deeply religious and practical way, humility and prayer. He died on March 30th, 1900. He was beatified by His Holiness Paul VI on October 5th, 1963.